This video is sponsored by Squarespace and I'll be talking more about them later on. Good morning guys, welcome back. Today is going to be an exciting one because this one here has just finished the floor. Now you are quite the perfectionist. I have to give it to Ollie here. He has worked tirelessly on this floor. It's been weeks, it's been days, it's been hours of hard work, but it's paid off.
Yeah, really happy with it.
I mean, obviously you can see all the dust there now, which we are about to clean up. I'll get into that later. But the floor looks unbelievably professional. It's got no squeak to it. It feels so solid. There are no gaps. It is friggin' beautiful. So today's aim, as Ollie is already doing, is to clean it up, clear it up, and put down the stain.
I don't like being on my own. I could use someone to hold, and I've been trying to fill the void, but my bed is getting cold. Cause I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. You said you had to go away, just to figure out who you are. And I'm in this empty house, with your pictures on my wall. But I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. Just waiting for love, waiting for love. Try to forget about you makes me restless. Waiting for love, waiting for love. I don't know what else I can do, it's hopeless too.
You're on the DIY camera because we got dusty and we doing DIY. Next step is the stain, and I'm gonna be honest, I am very nervous, like heart beating nervous, because
Terrifying, isn't it?
it's absolutely terrifying. We're going dark and there is absolutely no going back after this stain goes on, because it has been sanded, the floor, to basically an inch within its life. So
Can't do anything after this.
we can't sand it again, and Ollie's spent so much time on it. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I am so nervous. The stain we went for is from a company called Morals, and the colour is Jacobine. We're going to be putting it into this tray here, and then we picked up this. We don't know if this is going to work, but it's basically a paint sponge, or I'm not quite sure what you call it. And then we've also got some rags to hopefully get this on. Let's do it. 10 hours later. It'll be dark before we start. While you're saying we must read the instructions, if it were me, I'd be pouring that into the pot and slapping it on, but we've got our sexy matching knee pads on, and we're both so nervous that I'm actually like breathing really heavily. It didn't come out of the pot very well. It was like spitting. So I don't know how much of this we're going to film because we're feeling under pressure. Right. I hope it's a nice colour.
Can I have some kitchen roll?
Mm-hmm.
It's on my hands and it's on the bottom of the tray. So you need to get it off the bottom of the tray.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous. I don't know if I want to do this. Do you want to do it? You okay?
Yeah, it's just whatever technique we use, we're going to have to make sure that we keep using it all the way across so that it remains consistent.
Okay, I think we give it a go.
Okay.
It's going to be fine. If we move to rag, it'll be fine. Okay, ready? Are you ready?
It's not so like time pressure, but as soon as you go, like, I've got to jump straight in there.
What?
It just looks so good, it's changing so much. When do you think I should start ragging?
I don't know, I'm feeling very nervous. My heart's like literally pounding. My hand's shaking. I'm like...
Do you think I should start ragging it now?
Yeah, maybe.
Be holding on to you. I guess we forgot about the way we could sit and talk all night. We just let the good times pass and got caught up in our fights. I say I don't mind, but that's a lie. Thought we'd work it out. I've tried to let you go. Memories, they tend to
We did it. And I just wanted to pop on to say a big thank you to Squarespace, who is the sponsor of today's video. If you don't know already, Squarespace is an amazing all-in-one website building platform, and I use them to power my website. They have hundreds of award-winning ready-made templates which you can customize to easily make unique and personal to yourself, whether you want to document your journey through a blog or sell products on an e-commerce site. Squarespace has something to suit absolutely everybody. It's so simple to do, even if you are a complete novice like me with technology, but they also offer amazing customer service if you do need a little bit of help. So if you were interested in running your own website, I would definitely check out Squarespace. They offer a free trial so you can see just how easy it is. And when you're ready to go live, you can check out my link in the description, which I'll put here. It is squarespace.com/Laura to get 10% off your first website or domain. And now let's get back to the DIY. And here it is, the morning after. In fact, on camera it's showing up really red. I don't quite know why that is, but true life, it's a lot grayer than that in tone. This morning we're gonna go around and see if there's any spots which don't quite look right, and touch them up. We learned a big lesson whilst doing this floor, didn't we? Learn from us, guys. We're just mopping down this morning, but what you would have seen us done is we started over in this corner and we made our way across with the stain, and then we got to about this point, you can kind of just see it here, and we staggered ourselves out of the room. What did that do?
Stripes and stripy floor.
Left us with stripy floor, so we ended up sanding it back, or should I say, poor Ollie ended up sanding it back. So we sanded back these 4 here, the section where it was stripy, and we restained it the other night, and now we're back where we should have been, probably about a week ago.
Yeah, took a while.
But the one positive I feel I can take from this is that hopefully now none of you guys will do that, and it'll save yourselves a lot of time, effort and work, because we read online that the first way that we did it should have been the way that you do it.
How are you supposed to do it? But it's rubbish.
Rubbish. Just leave the floor to dry and then come back to do that next bit the next day.
Much better.
So this morning we are re-cleaning the room again, because obviously we sanded this and we did clean, but it was night and we couldn't quite see where all of the dust was. So we're giving it a really good coat back over now. And then we're using the sealer, aren't we?
Yes, general purpose sealer, which locks in the colour and protects it from fading in the sunlight.
Which, yeah, it's obviously good. And then we can go over, and then we've got another process, which is the lacquer.
Then we've got the lacquer, which is the top coat, which we need 1 coat of for residential use, or 2 coats for like really protected. So
we're gonna go for 2, and that'll make it look a little bit more shiny, and I think less, like, not that it looks patchy, it doesn't look patchy at all, but
it's supposed to,
like less matte.
Yeah, a little bit more shine, and it's supposed to bring the grain out a little bit more. So
yes, that'll be nice.
We'll see.
Right, let's do this. And you might not be able to tell, but it is a beautiful blue shiny day. So we're gonna do this, wait for it to dry, and then get out in our beautiful garden and hopefully maybe go to our favorite place on earth, though, the recycling center. Woo! Weekend activities! Shake it, shake, shake, shake it. We are moving on to sealing. It's hilarious because Ollie is meticulous with measurements. This product has said that you have to have a certain amount for each space, and he's measured it out in a measuring cup and made sure that it's perfect, which is the total opposite. I just like open the pan and go on into it.
But we've only got just enough in the tub to do the whole floor, so...
I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong or right way to do it, I'm just saying it's so different. Really funny because if you guys have ever tested what is it the enneagram? Your enneagram is?
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious, because we both took a test on Google, was it like the other night? And it came out so accurate, it was unbelievable.
And it did say that you and our numbers work well together because we are opposites.
Yeah, I'm a number 7 and you're a number 5?
Yes.
Or is it the other way around? Yeah, interesting. What are you guys?
Okay.
Okie dokie, Smokey. Ooh, I wonder what this is going to look like. I'm definitely less nervous about this. Oh, it's just like clear product.
Well, it smells like PBA.
Yeah. Ooh la la.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line. I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But I remember days I wonder we were always gonna last.
The sunshine is glorious, but I'm being blinded. We started working yesterday on this section of the dark garden. Got covered in weeds again. You guys remember me doing these last year. They're definitely not as bad this year because they're not as like well rooted in. But unfortunately they're still there. We've got a lot of stuff like this to get rid of. We've just been discussing getting another skip, which I think we are going to get in. And then kind of sadly, we are going to be getting rid of the greenhouse. And with the greenhouse, all of the stuff that's in it.
Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast?
It stayed 10 million in January and it stayed 10 million on the floor. We are on the final chapter. We're looking forward to closing this chapter. We're lacquering the floor this morning, then we're waiting for it to dry, and then we are starting on planning the wardrobes, which is exciting, and that I'm looking forward to. We've also measured up a few things in the bathroom, so we can get all the pretty stuff going.
Bar shelves.
Okay.
Oh. What are you laughing at? This one has been sat on the floor for the whole time I've been working. Look at that. Apart from the crack in the plaster.
They are here. If I'm out of breath, it's because I've been running up and down the stairs. Last year, I didn't sow my sweet peas until May. It's end of January now, so I'm going to give these a go and hoping that I get more use out of them this year. I went for a much smaller pack this year as well because I'm going for different variants of flowers. But yeah, let's get these going. And I'm going to put a little bit of music on. I don't have too long before it gets dark because I've been working on a video today. So I'm hoping to get that like outside time that I feel like we're all craving and missing right now, with a little bit of upbeat music. We'll see. The garden still has so much work to be done in it. We're gonna work on that in the next few months. too busy enjoying myself, having a dance, couldn't punch through the sweep properly, so I had to do it again. I'm gonna put this on my little stick so that I remember what they are, but let's face it, they are my pride and joy now, so I'm not gonna forget that they're my sweet peas. But I got these, so I thought it would be cute. And I really enjoyed that. It just shows what, you know, getting out, listening to some good music does for your soul. Yeah. If you've been feeling in a bit of a rut, I recommend, if it's evening time for you, tomorrow, get up, put some good music on, good upbeat music that you enjoy, go for a walk, get out in your garden, do some exercise, and remember why life is so sweet, because I think it is difficult at the moment to remember sometimes. There we go. All done. I mean, I have no idea how they're going to turn out, but I enjoyed it. And enjoyment is just, it's why we're here on earth. I mean, they don't grow, that's fine. But in all seriousness, sweet peas, you better grow or else. Good morning, guys. You're gonna have to excuse all my wispy bits. We've just been out for a walk this morning and we are ploughing on with jobs again today. Seems like what we always do, but actually we've just managed, we're just getting into a routine of kind of like structuring our week. So knowing when we're doing certain things on certain days and trying to fit in other things in our life, like wedding admin and actually looking at the wedding, because that's something that we've not been doing recently at all. So I'm in the bathroom today, as you can probably tell, and we have been cracking on with things for this room, but I haven't necessarily been showing it because I'm waiting to do the reveal for this room. But we're working on the shelves for this kind of like cubby that we did, which will be behind the door, but it's going to be along the storage for this room. Originally, I thought that we were going to go for glass shelves, and we've even bought the kind of like little brackets for glass shelves to sit in to go in here. But I got a few quotes in. I mean, this was the most expensive one, but the most expensive for this one tiny glass shelf was £40, and we're looking for about 10. It's gonna be £400 for that, and we're just not paying that money for shelves for this cutout. So now we're looking at doing them in wood. So Ollie is actually down in the shed right now, looking at, because we have some like spare floorboards which are plain, so we're thinking of staining them at the same colour as the floorboards, which like matches in with this loo seat here, and hopefully will like tie in this whole space quite nicely and be a fraction of the price because we have the wood and we have the stain. So looking at that, and then also I need to paint the rest of this bathroom, because part of the reason why we haven't been able to get on with it is because we are still waiting for some trades to come in. We have an electrician to come in still and finish off all the electrical work, but that should be being done mid-February now, so fingers crossed that will progress. And we've also done the shelf for in here, and we've been making sure that it's all soundproofed and stuff. And also today I'm backing out because I don't want to show you the room. We've been organising the ceiling rows to go up here. So we have decided that we're going to have coving and ceiling roses in our hallways, but not these top bedrooms, because it wouldn't be right for the types of rooms that they are. But this is quite a high ceiling, so I think it would suit it up here. Sorry if it's echoing a load. And then we've also been waiting for our floor to be finished. So we finished it 5 days ago, I think. So it dries, it like touch dries within, I think it's like 24 hours. But then it's 5 days for it to properly set. So tomorrow morning, we are hoping, well maybe not tomorrow, but next day that we're working on this, we're going to be putting the fireplaces back in. And then we'll be getting on with all of the other little trim bits in these rooms, which you can't see, trim bits through here, which will be the rooms basically done, a little bit more painting. And I just can't wait to get these in, because I think it will really bring the room together. Ollie's then going to put the light switches up in the middle because he's doing those, all the light fittings, and the electrician will do all of these. So yeah, really progressing up here now, and on the last little jobs, which to be honest are the hardest, like the little niggly bits, because to be honest, like I don't really feel like filming them, because I feel like, I know some of you will say it's not, but it is so boring. It's just like touching up paint in the bathroom. We've had a lot of areas where we wanted to like fill in next to the tiles, make sure it's really neat, and then repaint it. It just takes time and it doesn't like look like anything. Like I could do a whole video on it, but you wouldn't see any progress from start to finish. Yeah, anyway, nattering on. I can see Ollie coming back up the garden, so we'll get going. Morning guys, I'm going to sign off this video here because I'm picking you up again today for another day, but I wanted to just finish it off with a little bit of a view of our floor. It's still quite dusty and it hasn't been totally cleaned, and we're getting to all of the like prettier stuff today, which is kind of exciting. But yeah, I wanted to show you where we are right now. We are so pleased with it. We're really happy with the colour and how it's turned out and how it feels. Ollie's just here, but I'm not showing you the bathroom. Yeah, so let me turn you around. So we went for quite a traditional dark colour, and we did go for a little bit more of a sheen this time. We used the company Morals for the stain and the lacquer and everything, the fill. I think on camera it comes out a little bit more orange than it is in real life. I'm not quite sure why that is. Maybe some of the colouring, but yeah, it feels really good. So it now runs throughout the whole of the hallway. You can see where it's kind of dusty here. We need to fill it in. And then this room thankfully is a little bit more empty, so you can get a bit of an idea in here of how it's looking. Obviously I think it'll look so much nicer when the fireplaces and the trims start coming in, which we're going to be doing today. But yeah, this is the finished floor. I mean, obviously I'll show you again at some point because this is actually quite dusty, because Ollie's actually going to be sanding the bathroom shelves today. But yeah, I can't quite believe that this is just pine flooring that we did ourselves, and this saved us a huge amount of money. How much money do you think we saved, Ollie? A few thousand?
What, if we were to do engineered flooring?
Yeah.
I think we worked it out as something like 4 or 5.
But yeah, about 5,000.
For the top floor.
Yeah, and I think this turned out probably, would you say about 6, 7 with the time, like with hiring the sander and buying a bit more additional flooring and the stain and stuff. So yeah, fraction of the price, and we're really pleased with it. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm nattering on and I'm gonna be picking you up again now anyway, but we will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Do you want to say bye all?
Bye.
Bye.